Hello and happy October to all of you guys who are watching. October is actually Mental Health Awareness Month, and it's also Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And also, October is very special to me because October 1 is actually my anniversary with Javi. Happy 8th anniversary, Javi! So we've been together for 8 years now. Can you believe that? When the Burr months hit, of course, there's a Christmas countdown, but this October is extra special because you guys know why. But before that, let me do some shout outs. I want to say hello to Brian May from Cavite, saying hello to Billy Hackinson, Jens Reyes, Cavite, and pa-shoutout Jaren Rodrigueza, Davao City, Cavite. Okay, Catanduanes, go ate, Sigrid. Ayan, why are people doing shoutouts now? Because Tita Trillo, of course, Tita Trillo. Hello, Tita. I miss you too. Okay, people are doing shoutouts, and please, support the girls who are they're backstage right now. We are doing a countdown because October 25, it's countdown. So it's actually 24 days, not to Christmas, but to Miss Universe Philippines! Yay! So we are counting down to the days when we are going to crown the next Miss Universe, the first Miss Universe Philippines on their own. So you can see all these girls. We randomly selected 10 out of the very many contestants of Miss Universe Philippines. And itong gabing to is our opportunity to get to know them better, right? So feel free to, root and cheer for your favorite girl on our comment section. And also, shout out, Sharon. Hi, Sharon. Joey Agustin. Okay. Okay, so mamaya na, mag-shout out tayo mamaya lahat for all of you guys. But we want to get to know the girls better. So one by one, among the 10 that we randomly selected, isa-isa natin nilang kikilalanin. Okay, so we're going to talk to them, and I said that they can feel free to express themselves in whatever language that they feel like expressing. And it's super exciting for me because I personally invested in this. I really watch the coronation night, and it's exciting for me because it's nice to maybe end the year after all the news of COVID. It's nice to be inspired by a new batch of girls who are going to rule, who are going to conquer, right? So, of course, there will only be one winner of the crown, but all these girls are from such diverse backgrounds. Iba-iba, merong dancer, may artist, may charity worker. It's a very diverse batch of girls who will soon conquer the world, or the universe rather. Okay, so let's bring them one by one in reverse alphabetical order. So first one, so guys, if you have questions, please feel free and put it in the comment section, and who knows, I might be able to read your questions towards our girls. At the end of each session with each girl, I will pick out a name of a special guest judge. They're not going to judge them, they're just going to give a question for the girl. So I picked out 10 people, 10 different personalities from diverse fields also of business, of pageantry, of show business and media, and they are going to give our girls one question. Okay, so are you guys ready? Wow, Ronil Carulia, hello. Jonas Gafud, hello. Okay, I was gonna call Jonas kanina, but Jonas was busy at the Zoom. But Jonas, I wanted to know, ano mangyayari? Ang alam ko lang that for sure, of course, October 25, walang audience. So we will be online together, right? There's also empire.ph. They have their lives in Kumu. So we will see the girls online. So this is our chance to really get to know the girls. Okay, so without further ado, let's welcome our first girl for our first Miss Universe Philippines candidate, Bella Ismail of Parañaque. Hi, Bella.
Hi, Tim. Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me and my sisters. I'm so excited.
Wow. Okay, I love it that you guys call each other sisters because that's how you guys treat each other. Like, when you guys are rehearsing and all your training sessions, talagang magkakapatid. Kasi, diba they always say in pageants, there's always, cat fights or people who are trying to put each other down. But you guys are like sisters, you said.
Yes, definitely. You know, what's amazing about this batch of girls is that from the very beginning, even if a lot of us didn't know each other, everybody was so sisterly. You know, everybody was so nice and friendly. And as my first time, in a national pageant, that's a great experience. So it's really good. And I'm very lucky to be with such amazing women.
Wow. And you're also a dancer, right? You are a ballet dancer,
Yes,
right?
I am.
Wow. And a ballet dancer is one of the most I most admire. I admire ballet dancers so much because it's the most ibang klase yung discipline, di ba? Because you really, from a young age, you've been trained with those shoes and everything. People don't know the investment that a dancer would have to make in order to be able to dance, right?
Yes, that's true. Thank you for the appreciation. But actually, yes, ballerinas we're trained with a lot of discipline. Aside from, of course, expressing ourselves and learning the techniques, there's a lot of discipline that's needed. And I was lucky enough to start at a very young age. I started ballet when I was about probably 4 or 5 years old, and I've been dancing ever since. So ballet is definitely intertwined with everything that I do, and it's taught me a lot. And I can definitely say that ballet has helped me become the woman I am that I am today.
Wow, Eddie, I'm sure also your walk has a certain grace and poise to it. So I'm sure when alam mo our pageant lovers, right? They will say, okay na, ito na ang Black Swan. They'll do you have a walk and do you have a name for your walk?
Ironically that you mentioned that, a lot of people have been calling my walk the Swan Walk, based on Black Swan and all of that. So yeah, there you go, always and forever ballet related, and I'm actually really proud of it. So I hope I can deliver.
So what aspects of ballet will you be able to apply to your now to your pageant life?
Well, definitely ballet is, as we all know, a graceful dance. It's very, aside from the discipline, it's very, it's beautiful. And the one thing that I love about ballet is that it's taught me how to find myself and express myself through my movement, through the way that I stand alone, through the way that I talk even. And that's definitely something that I have been bringing into this pageant, that in whatever challenge that we have, in whatever shoot that we have, I love just finding the creativity in anything that I can do. And that's definitely something that ballet has taught me. And of course, I'll take in the grace, I'll take in the artsiness, and of course just the beauty of it. I'll try to be the most beautiful that I can be in the most genuine way that I can.
Love it. And also, I read in your bio that your advocacy is about mental health. So, how would
Yeah.
you, what advice would you give people who are stuck at home and in quarantine? How will they maintain a healthy mental state at this time?
Yeah, you know what, Tim? Actually, during the pandemic, I have been able to speak to different kinds of groups. I've been able to speak in webinars actually about mental health, especially at this time at the pandemic where we're all stuck at home. And mainly, one of the most valuable experiences or lessons that I've been able to share with people is to really try to appreciate what we have been overlooking in the past. When with all our busy schedules, sometimes we forget simple things like spending time with our family or having just that 5 minutes of time to just breathe and appreciate what we have. And for me, that was very grounding. And, for those also who have been working at home, one thing that I always tell them is to make sure that they have a routine and that they have limitations, that they set boundaries for themselves. For example, if they work in the living room, then the bedroom is off limits because that's your rest area. So it's really about taking this time, trying to make it work for you by listening to yourself, by listening to your body, what your mind tells you. If you need to take a break, take a break. You have the liberty to. There's no more traffic anyway. So it's all about mainly listening to what your body is telling you. And I think that's mainly the essence of how we can take care of ourselves. It's the first step.
Okay, thank you for that, Bella. And now we are going to bring in a judge. And now your judge is Alice Eduardo. And her question for you is, this is the question. What things are we doing during the pandemic that do you think we should continue even when the pandemic is over?
Definitely in this pandemic, I think the most important thing that people have been doing more is helping each other out. One thing that has been big during the pandemic has been people supporting each other, either supporting local businesses, both online and even in person, physical stores, and people putting up donation drives, helping those who are really in need. And not that we haven't been helping each other out before, but for some reason, this pandemic, the fear and that joint fear that we had with each other, we learned solidarity. And that's something that we should continue as a nation, as a united nation, and as a united world. Solidarity, I think, is one of our greatest lessons. And I think this is definitely something that we will all continue and take with us, even when the pandemic is over.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Bella. I learned so much about you, and I wish you all the best in your journey. Okay, see you later.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Tim. See you later.
Thank you, Bella. Okay, our next girl is a bit of an overachiever. She's consistent first honor, and she graduated valedictorian in elementary, and in high school she graduated in a missions course, and she's the founder of Sons and Daughters Charity with centers in Rizal, Iloilo, Catanduanes, and Nueva Vizcaya. She's also a motivational speaker, and she is also a church minister. So let's all welcome Sigrid Flores.
Hi, hello Tim, hello to all the viewers. Wow, I'm so elated to be here. I'm good.
Yeah, me too. Nice to meet you. And also, despite my my changing of lighting, it's okay. I mean, that's nice. Okay, I have a question. How does it feel? Para I'm looking at your bio, and wow, everything that you do, you super excelled from academics to academics to being a church minister, and you even trained in arnis by your father, who's a black belt in martial arts. Is this how you approach your life? Talagang everything you have to be the best?
I think really the secret for excellence is understanding your purpose and knowing your passion. And you have to intertwine them together and use that as your intrinsic motivation. And you can never go wrong in life once you are fettered to your passion and purpose. And that's really my secret.
When it comes to you as a motivational speaker, what is your message, your core message every time you deliver your motivational talks?
Tim, I consider myself as a student of life. I've gotten all the things that I shared from all my life experiences, the knowledge, the learnings, the wisdom. I take it from all the experiences that I have rose above and that I have conquered, overcame, because, I came from a not so wealthy family. I experienced living in one of the poorest areas here in the Philippines for a year. And that is my experiences there and how it shaped me and how it actually sparked off something inside me to decide and resolve that I should be a vessel of love to other people is something that is the center of every message that I share every time I get invited to my speaking engagement. So I would be invited to some women conferences, to mental health forums, to some beauty pageant aspirants talks and stuff like that. And really, the center of it all is just to continue getting your motivation from your life experiences and just, transforming your pain into power, creating your message from your mess. So basically, those are the key messages that I share to people.
How do you deal with failure?
Well, failure is inevitable. And that's something that is not new to me. This is my third time joining the national pageant. And, all great people who have great achievements experience failure, experience rejection, experience discouragements. But the reason why they are where they are and the reason why they have created a legacy is because they didn't stop. And that is my motivation. That is my compelling force. I always put that in my mind that, hey, I'm going to touch a lot of people's lives and I'm doing this for a purpose. I'm doing this for my heart, for the poor. And so whenever I experience failure, I always fuel myself with all those positive talks, with all those, because I do a lot of pep talks. So yes, that's how I deal with failure. And I'm not scared of failure. It actually is my building block.
So lucky naman your sisters in the pageant because they have somebody like you who's so strong and, well put together. Parang, you know how it goes. Okay, now we are going to go to your question from our judge, Karen Davila. Okay, Karen Davila's question for you, Sigrid, is, should divorce be legalized in the Philippines?
As someone who has been working a lot with children, I know how important it is to grow with a complete family. And I understand that we should have freedom to choose, but we have to be sensitive to those kids. I think that the Philippines is not ready yet for divorce. And I think that it is ideal if we keep marriage as sacred, not only for the couples, but most especially for the kids and their future. Thank you.
Hey, what if the woman is a battered woman and nabubugbog siya ng asawa niya? Will you still not be pro-divorce? Will you still be against it?
There are always exceptions, right? But I would say that exactly is the reason why we have to make sure that we treat marriage as something sacred. We have to think over and over before we enter into that kind of relationship. And so in order for us to not delve in or to not worry about divorce in the future, we should make sure that the one that we would marry should be someone who actually would partner with us, that it has the same goal, that has the same morals, and stuff like that.
So, bawal magkamali. Diba?
Di naman bawal magkamali. It happens, but at the end of the day, maybe if we can, prevention is better than cure, right? But if there will always, yeah. But if, of course, there will always be exemptions to the rule. The battered wives, you have to stand up for yourself. Do not be silent. Use your voice. Do not tolerate being battered. Do not tolerate people violating your rights. You have to reach out to people who can help you out. And I think that is a different arena, a different topic. But I would say that if you're someone who is domestically abused, do not allow your partner to continually perpetrate or to continually abuse your relationship or your marriage. So yes, speak
Women
up.
empowerment, yes. Thank you so much, Sigrid, and I'll see you later. Thank you. Okay, next we have somebody from Taguig. So my kasiti ko to. And I've seen her in shows. She's a favorite of designers and the fashion industry. And she's very fond of art. And one of her biggest goals is to live in my own treehouse at a beach and be fully self-sufficient. Okay, let's bring in Sandra Lemonon from
Hello,
Peru.
hello. So nice to see you. Thank you so much for having us. I'm so excited. I actually was very, very excited today. I couldn't stop thinking about this interview because it's been a while. I love to talk to people. I love to communicate. So I'm so thankful. Thank you.
Hey, Sandra, you know that the designers and directors love you, no? You know that.
I'm so grateful for that. I'm really, really happy because I love to walk in runway, but unfortunately, I'm not a very tall girl. But at the same time, my personality, I think it brings it out. So I make up for it.
Sandra, you are supposed to join PBB, and you said that showbiz is not for you. What about showbiz? What about showbiz turned you off and made you realize that it's not for you?
Well, I think it depends. It really takes a certain type of person to join showbiz. I had no awareness. I really thought that it was what it looks like from where we see as a perspective person that's watching. You don't really know the behind the scenes, all of the struggles that they have to go through. Just for example, I can give I had to do maybe around 6 auditions that I was blindfolded, waiting long hours and waiting so long, and at the same time I don't have knowledge of what's going to happen next. So it's a lot of uncertainty, and you have to be prepared to know if you're going to be willing to be in that type of environment. I knew I'm a type of person that I want to show who I am. I want to be real and honest. And sometimes in show business, you can do that if you are in control of that environment. But if you're not in control, sometimes your words can be taken out of context. And that's not something that I am aligned with. I applaud everybody that is in showbiz and how they can manage that, but I just know that it's not in me, and I'm not capable of being that type of person. So nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. But so if you win the pageant, where do you intend to take it? I mean, they become showbiz personalities after, right?
Yes, I would love to be a spokesperson. If I could share my thoughts, share my views, share my stories. There's a lot of knowledge that I feel that I've lived throughout my life. There's a lot of things that I would want to show, the hardships, everything that is something that you wouldn't want to show usually. You would maybe hide it or be ashamed of it. I want to be that type of person that when you look at me, you're like, oh, I can relate to her. I can see where she's coming from. I can understand her struggles. And at the same time, if she can love herself and be who she is, then I also want to be like that. I want to be an inspiring person. And hopefully one day I can do that very soon.
I feel it. Yeah. You're very calm, and you have a bubbly personality, but I can feel your fire and your drive. It seems through. So okay, you also want to have a kindergarten eventually, right? And teach.
Oh, thank you for mentioning that. That's so. That's the first time that somebody actually mentioned that, and I really do want to have a kindergarten in the future because I think kids are so intelligent. They are the most intelligent people because that's when you learn quickly. You can learn multiple languages. You can learn anything when you're a kid. And when I went to preschool, I had an amazing experience. I had friends that I kept for life because it was a multi-race school, and they taught everything from going outside, learning about nature, being friends with people that you don't have the same culture with, or you get to have a day where you experience their culture, experience the type of places that they grew up and they learn. So I really would like to have an environment that is very inclusive, that a lot of people get to learn, because when you're a child, I feel like that's the crucial moments of becoming the base of your core of who you're going to be in the future. And if you can have a strong core, a strong base, then you're nothing in life. Everything that will happen, even if you have hardships, you will not fail. You will still come back to that core. You will know that you're strong and you know where you came from, so you can come out from that. So that is a big dream that I would love to have. And I love children. I love playing with them. They're just a breath of fresh air. They know the essence of life. You know, like in French, they say joie de vivre. And you can see that in a child. When you surround yourself with animals, children, you feel the lightness. You feel that they are so genuine and eager to learn. And the innocence of a child is something that I miss sometimes, because of course when you grow older you learn difficult lessons, and sometimes you just want to be blissful and maybe sometimes be unaware, but that's something that I really, really do miss and love in children. And I really want to one day be a teacher, hopefully for art. So hopefully one day I get to make a nice preschool.
And if I'm a kid right now, I would totally enroll in your school.
Oh, thank you. In the future,
And
maybe.
now, and now, Sandra, here is your judge.
Thank you.
Is
Oh,
yeah, okay. And the question is, what's your opinion on trans women joining Miss Universe Philippines?
well, my opinion in trans women joining, for me, my take is a trans woman is a woman that is unfortunately trapped in a body that she doesn't recognize or is aligned with, which means she is a woman. She thinks like a woman, she believes she is a woman, and she should be respected as a woman. I understand that a lot of people are not ready for this. I understand that people might judge this because we are not aware. We don't know the full story. We are not taught that this should be something that should be normalized, because they are people, and in the end of the day they have feelings. They should be accepted by society, and it's about time. I really am putting such strong thoughts on it because it's 2020. I believe that we shouldn't be doing everything that was from the past. We should be progressive. We should be welcoming. And if they do choose to join Miss Universe or whatever pageant that may be, if the organization allows that, then why not? We should accept it too. So that is my stance against that.
Okay, thank you for that, Sandra. Your lemonades are all cheering for you. I can see the comments. Thank you, Sandra. It was good hearing from you.
Thank
Such
you,
a-
you too.
what a spirit you have. Thank you, Sandra.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Our next girl is proudly Boholana and Belgian, and she loves creating art. It's her way of expressing herself, and maybe she also thinks that she might also become a tattoo artist, since her art is becoming an inspiration for tattoos. So let's bring in Pauline Amalinx.
Hello, Tim.
Hi,
University. Thank
Pauline.
you for having me tonight.
Did I pronounce it right? Amalinx? Amalinx? No?
Amalinx. Yes, you got it right. Yes, you got it right.
Amalinx.
Don't worry.
Okay, okay. So, what parts? What is the mix like of a Boholana and a Belgian? What are your Boholana parts, and how are you Belgian?
All right. It's my mother who is the Filipina, and my dad is the Belgian. And they met 25 years ago. And now I'm here in the Philippines. And I think the mix of being a Boholana Belgian means that I'm both conservative and a bit carefree. Because my mom is a very conservative, typical Filipina mom. And she raised me in very conservative ways, while my dad is the one that balances everything out by allowing me to go out into the world, experience several things. And
Wow.
but both of them very much, and both of them want to hear from me as much as they can. And while I'm here in Manila, they still keep constant communication with me to make sure that their Boholana Belgian fine.
Super cool. And you also made a coloring book for kids, right?
Yeah, that's
Tell us
right. I
tell us
did
about
earlier
the
this
coloring book.
year. Well, like you said earlier, art has been a way of self-expression for me. ever since I was a kid, I have used art to try and make people happy. If it was my dad's birthday or my mom's birthday, I would make a coloring I would make a card for them, a birthday card. And I would do that for almost every event that would happen in the year, whether it be Easter, Christmas, or New Year. And it was only earlier this year that I realized that I could be using that talent or that gift for other people as well. And I figured out that I could be doing that for kids by creating coloring books. And these coloring books would then again be a message to raise awareness on marine conservation. That's the first theme of my coloring book, because Bohol is a beautiful island with a lot of marine beauty as well. And I thought to myself, together with the Yellow Boat of Hope Foundation, for which I'm an ambassadress, that if we educate kids already at a very early age about the beauty around them, then perhaps they could grow up to become good stewards of all the beautiful things that God has created around them.
Yeah, and it's the earlier that we start them, the better it is for the kids.
Yes,
And how
that's right.
they grow up, right? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so now we will go to your judge. Let's go to your judge. And your judge is
Oh, Kuya
Eliza.
Kim.
Si Kuya Kim. Oh, this is
Yes.
Kuya Kim's question for you. Okay. ABS-CBN's franchise wasn't renewed by Congress. Do you agree with this decision and why?
Oh. Well, I actually appreciate ABS-CBN in the sense that it not only entertains people but it inspires people. So if their franchise was renewed this year, then I think a lot of people would have been able to benefit from it, especially during the pandemic times. It would have been a new source for them, and also a way for them to get their mind off of the awful things that may be happening in the Philippines and all around the world. And hopefully soon their franchise might be renewed again, so that they can continue, so that everyone in ABS-CBN can continue to inspire the Filipino.
Yeah. So that's why the televised Miss Universe Philippines will be on GMA 7.
And yes, sige na lang.
Oo, ayun, oo. So there. So thank you so much, Pauline, and I wish you the best with your career and your art. And thank you. I'll see you later.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you.
Okay, that was Pauline. So cute. And then next we have our Miss Universe Philippines from Albay, and she is a lab technician, and she said she can test your blood type or decode your DNA. So she is proudly a frontliner, and so let's welcome Paula Ortega.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
So Paula, tell us
So
more
I just-
about your. Yes,
sorry,
go
sorry,
ahead.
I just
Yeah,
wanted to
okay.
add that I'm a med lab technician, but now recently got my title as a nurse. I'm a nurse right now.
And so what is your life like now during the pandemic? I know you were super busy because you were in the hospital and you were in the front lines of this pandemic. What was that like? Please tell us.
Actually, I have to say that I wasn't able to be in a hospital right now. I didn't have the time to register as a nurse in the Philippines because I got my title in Barcelona, Spain. So I just came right away as soon as I got my title and I joined Miss Universe Philippines. So during the very first months of the pandemic, definitely it was a big struggle for me because I really wanted to be a frontliner. I really wanted to be out there and help our Filipinos in these very challenging times. But the risk was very high, and since I wasn't registered, I wouldn't be able to work. So the very first months were definitely life. What's the word? I really questioned myself. I really questioned my purpose even. Really, it was very, very hard. And my sister knows what I went through. But I'm blessed enough to find a job in a BPO. But I'm a BPO nurse. And I'm able to reach out to all the employees. I've been doing, we call it the one-to-one sessions. I've been reaching out to all the employees who are working from home. And I've been asking them how their background and everything, and mostly how are you? I think this is something that people should realize, and I hopefully know that it's so important these times that people are struggling. To ask them, how are you, can do wonders to them, really. And I've seen it with my own very eyes, and I actually helped a lot of people in a very serious and bad situation. So yeah, that's my frontliner way for
Oh,
me to work. Yeah, yeah, it's raining so bad right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
So yeah, I was able to do that as a nurse, as a human being, and yeah, as me.
Yeah, so this is yeah, and that's why we are looking for the Miss Universe Philippines of the new normal, and
Mm.
what better point of view than that of a nurse, right?
Thank you. Yeah, I
Okay,
think.
so
I sorry,
yes,
sorry.
no, go ahead,
No,
please,
I
Paula.
think these times I'm so thankful that during the pandemic people realize how important mental health is. And here I'm with Bella a lot. Mental health is, it has always been an issue, but lately people have been struggling a lot, and not only physically but mentally, and it has been very much talked about how important it is to do self-care, to do yoga, to really train your brain to disconnect from everything and to be with yourself. And yeah, I think the pandemic, one of the benefits from it was health awareness.
Yeah, so it's actually October is Mental Health Awareness
Yeah,
Month, so it's right on the dot or on
yeah,
point.
super
Okay,
timely, super timely.
and so now, Paula, here is your judge. A question from the editor of Philippine Tatler, Anton
Oh,
Sandiego. And his
whatever.
question for you is this. What qualities do you have that the other ladies here don't have that will make you stand out?
Well, I think it's definitely my background. My parents are both Filipino, but I was born and raised in Spain, having a very big multicultural background. I got to learn a lot of different countries. I got to travel a lot. I was privileged and blessed enough to experience different cultures and countries in a sense that I was really into them. I spent 1 month in Germany. I spent 5 months in Norway. I have family in the States. I have a family in New Zealand. All those inputs really flourish me, my personality, who am I today. And I am a very open minded and welcoming person. And I am willing to listen to everyone. And as me, as a nurse, I want to help a lot of people. So I think that's the thing that makes me very unique and can aspire to help a lot of people, hopefully, with the Miss Universe Philippines platform.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Now let's bring in your
Thank
other
you.
sisters all
Yeah,
together.
hello.
Paula
I'm
and
here.
Pauline. Pauline, hello, Pauline,
Hello.
Sandra, Sigrid, and Bella. There you go. Good,
Hi.
good girls. Okay, so because we're gonna bring in the other girls also after we have five other girls. So one by one, from let's start from Bella to Sigrid, and then to Sandra, Pauline, and Paula. So my question is, before we say bye bye to each other, why should you be the Miss Universe Philippines of the new normal? There, please.
All right, so I think I should be Miss Universe Philippines of the new normal because not only have I gone through it with you guys, all the difficulties, all the fears of the unknown, but I have also been able to find myself and to really discover how my potential in being a strong person who not only supports herself but also supports you guys is somebody that we all need. We need somebody who has good mental strength, somebody who has a good influence on people, and that's definitely somebody that I will always strive to be if I'm not already there.
Okay, Sigrid.
Yes, I think that I should be the next Miss Universe of this new normal because I believe that the next Miss Universe should be a woman that is more than her speech, more than her visions and goals, but is someone who is already working and acting in the arena that you wanted to be a big influence in. And I think that I am that kind of phenomenal woman.
Thank you. Sandra?
Well, I have a different perspective and answer for this. I would actually say that I would love to be Miss Universe Philippines just by being her most authentic self. I've been showing that through and through. I want someone to look up to the person as a Miss Universe and see themselves in them. And I really hope that people can see that in me. I'm not a perfect person. I am not here to pretend to be someone that I'm not. I am here to show you all of the struggles that I went through and all of the victories too. So if you do choose me to be your Miss Universe, you're going to get the whole package, the good and the bad, and I will not hide anything, and I will be there to help you along the journey. And I have also been talking about how I overcame depression and abuse, and that is the biggest gift that I came this year. It's the first time that I'm actually saying it out loud. And I am so proud of it because I feel like a woman. I am 26 now. Just some days ago, I celebrated my birthday. And I am so happy because I feel free and I am ready. I'm not ashamed anymore to keep all of the burdens inside of me. I feel like once I put it out there, a lot of people can understand where I'm coming from. So if that's the type of person and Miss Universe you want, then here I am.
Thank you, Sandra. Okay, Pauline, it's your turn, Pauline.
No.
Unmute, please. Pauline, unmute. Unmute. There.
Sorry. Take two. Gosh,
Take
I'm
two.
so sorry. It was muted. Okay, wait. Let me get
Yeah,
back into ano. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, again.
Okay, yes, yes.
I sit here in front of you, very imperfect, but very willing to learn. And I think that during this pandemic, all of us were able to learn more about ourselves, more about our talents. And one thing I was able to discover is that I could use my talent as a gift for other people through the means of my coloring books. And I would want to continue to be a harbinger of hope to other people, especially people who are struggling during these pandemic times. And I hope to just be a light point and rallying point for others, so that together we can create a change that's gonna last longer.
Thank you, Pauline. Okay, now Paula, it's your turn.
I want to be the next Miss Universe Philippines because I truly believe that I have all the aspects that the Miss Universe should have. I want to be authentic out of you guys. I want to be myself out there and be reachable, to be to be reachable to everyone and to people to see my real self. Also, I want to be inspiring. I always try to inspire people on how to take care of yourself mentally and physically. And thanks to my nurse background, I can really have big inputs on that. But mostly, I want to be an inspiration of hope. I want to be someone that people can rely on. And thanks to that Miss Universe Philippines, I was able to do that, and I'm so sure that with the title, I can do even way more.
Okay, thank you, ladies, and I wish you guys all the best of everything. I love to, you guys are all applauding each other. Such beautiful sisters exists in this Miss Universe Philippines pageant, and I'm sure you guys will rock it. It's a different year. It's a different kind of year and a different kind of world that we're living in right now. But with women like you,
Totally.
we're gonna win. Thank you, ladies.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, girls.
Win,
Bye,
win, win.
everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, a couple of shout outs. I would like to say hello to Marcel Crespo, who's watching right now, and all our other friends, Harry, Bon, Berna, Desca, De La Cruz. All the people who are, wow, so many comments, and all of you guys go and continue cheering. I'm sure all your friends, all the ladies super appreciate that you guys are cheering them on because they can totally feel the love from all of you guys. So tuloy-tuloy niya. And if you have any questions, Just put the question and maybe I'll read it while I'm talking to the girls. Okay, let's go on to our next 5 from our 10 out of the yes, honey. Okay, let's watch this quickly before we go to the next set of 5 girls.
Let's all face it, we all want to look fabulous.
Pressure to 1 hour. This is our first time to do a virtual hair tutorial.
Okay, our next girl is a volleyball superstar. We all know her, and she's a dear friend of mine. She started a volleyball camp, and she knew that it was her calling. Sport is her calling to address the youth and to make a change. Let's all welcome Michelle Gumabo. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Tim. How are
Hey.
you?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Super long time. And Michelle, do you feel the pressure right now?
Like right now, after seeing
Yeah.
all the interviews, all your questions, I feel the pressure kasi mukhang mahirap yung mga questions mo. Naghanda ka masyado eh.
Hindi, wala. Ano lang to, kwento-kwento lang to kasi the point talaga here is for people to get to know you guys better. But you people already know you because you're a volleyball superstar, you're a beauty queen, you're a celebrity. Kaya nga, that's why I asked you about the pressure because I'm sure there's extra pressure because you excel in everything, and how do you level up from your current state to get that crown?
Well, of course, there's pressure, Tim. Everything in life is pressure. But right now, as I embark on this new journey, as I start another pageant, this is actually my second national pageant. As I start this journey, I just know that I'm not alone. That's why it alleviates the pressure on my shoulders because I know that I have my family. I know that I have my friends. I have my team behind me. And I have the support of all my Michelin stars who are just so encouraging during this time because it is a competition. So there is a lot of pressure, but I can manage because of all the people that's around me that gives me so much love.
And then when was that turning point when you said, okay, I already have a crown, and then now I want that Miss Universe crown?
When I've been watching and seeing all our Miss Universe queens who have really just changing the society and the community. They've been changing the game, and I want to be one of those. And I told myself back in 2019, that was last year, I said that if I will be able to join another pageant, another national pageant that will really make an impact in my community, then I will go for it. And it's something that I've been praying for. It's something that I really asked God for a sign for because sabi ko, Lord, if Miss Universe Philippines has their own pageant and I am able to join, then I will join. That's the only sign that I'm asking for. And it happened last year. And you know what? It's also my last year eligibility wise in terms of age to join. So maybe it's destiny. We'll never know. Let's find out.
And what was the sign when you prayed? You said you prayed for a sign and you got the sign. What was the sign?
It was the first ever Miss Universe Philippines because before it was with a different organization. And if that pushed through, I wouldn't be able to join because I won a crown already there. So now that it's a standalone pageant, it's the first time it's happening in our country, in the history of the Philippines, then I am able to join. And I'm 28. It's like the deadliest deadline of beauty queens. So I'm already there.
Yeah, wow. Okay. So I hope that I wish you the best again, Michelle. We always have so much fun when we're together because of you're an athlete, and athletes are such they have a different mind, different discipline, and you always set out to win. That's part of
Yes.
part of an athlete's journey. Okay, so now let's pick your judge. Your judge is Apples Abirin.
Apples.
Apples, yeah. And her question for you is the role of Miss Universe still relevant at this point, given the many changes and challenges the pandemic has brought about? Why and why not?
The role of Miss Universe, of any beauty queen at a time like this in the midst of the whole pandemic, is very, very much relevant. Because at a time where we're all called to isolate, at a time where we want to be alone, now we're calling forth for hope. We're calling forth for a change. And staging a pageant in the midst of a pandemic, for me, symbolizes that we will not be affected by this virus. We will not let fear paralyze us from achieving our dreams. We will not let the situation around us stop us from what our destiny is and what our goal really is. And as our national director said, Ms. Shamsi, will not stop. This virus will not stop us. And that is why we are here. We're ready to work. We're ready to represent our country. We're ready to bring hope because that's what we're all looking for right now.
Okay, I love it, and I feel the energy of hope from you. And I know that you are busy. You guys are all looking for fitting your gowns and doing all your preparatory work. And it's a busy time and pressure filled and busy time. And I wish you the best, Michelle.
Thank you, Tim.
Okay, see you later. Okay, our next girl is from Cavite, and she was a cheerleader in college, and she's very talented. She can sing, dance, beatbox, and draw. Okay, let's welcome Billy Hackinson.
Hi, Tim. Hello. Good evening, everyone.
Hi, Billy.
Nagulat ako dun sa cheerleading. Sorry.
Pero you're a cheerleader before talaga.
I was. Yeah, it was a very long time ago, though.
Yeah, high school and that.
Yeah.
So I see that you also beatbox.
Yes, I do. But konti lang.
Kasi pasample naman ng beatbox.
Oh my God. Okay. I don't think the mic is going to give any justice, but okay, let's hit it. That's it.
Very good. Okay. That's the right tone. And you're also a flight attendant, right?
Yes, I am a flight attendant.
It's I'm sure it's not easy for you because of course with all the new protocols of traveling and have you been flying this GCQ?
No, actually, no. I was on leave ever since the Miss Universe pageants, Miss Universe Philippines started. So I will continue to be on leave until the end of the month. So I haven't been flying, but I feel for all the cabin crews, for all my colleagues who lost their jobs. It's a really tough time right now, especially for our industry. So.
And so for the people who have lost their jobs, how do you make them feel that that it's all right, you know? And what do you tell them?
It's not okay. It's not all right, Tim. And I tell them that honestly. And number one, ask for help. We are in this world to help each other out, and we shouldn't be ashamed of asking for help, asking other people to listen. And I think that's the most important thing right now. We have to listen to them. They are going through so many things, but at the end of it all, we shouldn't lose hope. The next day, we don't know. Maybe we can get another job. Maybe we can start another business. We don't know what's going to happen. There is so many opportunities that's laid out in front of us, and all we have to do is together look for it and do not lose hope.
Okay, I love it also that Billy, you are, you know, you strike me as a picture of a very confident woman because, of course, you would think a pageant girl will have, you know, long flowy hair, and you are proudly sporting your short hair. Is this intentional for you to be different from everybody, or you've always had this hair even before joining the pageant?
Yeah, actually, Tim, I've always had this kind of hair, mainly because I don't like fixing my hair for flights. So you know how cabin crews are. We have to put our hair in a bun, and I love my sleep. So that gives me like extra 30 minutes of sleep. So I just have to do my makeup. But then I joined another pageant last year, and so I had to grow it out. And I wasn't that comfortable with the long hair, maybe because it doesn't really show my personality, my edge or something. But After that, I went back to flying. I had to cut it again for the convenience of it. And then I was offered to join this pageant, Miss Universe Philippines. So I'm just trying my best to just work this hair in this pageant, but I think it is kind of working. So people
Yeah,
are
it
kind of
works.
liking it, I think.
Yeah, it's immediately people remember you immediately. And
At saka
I
tipid sa shampoo, Tim, ha? Tipid sa shampoo talaga.
oh, konti lang, konti lang. Okay, I also read here that you suffer from eczema, and it's your confidence. And how do you tell people who suffer from something like this? How do you make them feel better?
Yeah, so I've been suffering with eczema since I was a kid for the longest time. And it's pretty hard because people will judge. People will look at my scars. I feel really shy about it. I tend to close down. I don't wear specific kinds of clothing just because of this. But it took me took me maybe siguro 3 years ago when I started accepting my flaws and that I have a job that I love. I was able to achieve so much in life, even with this. So why should I let it hold me back right now? And the same thing goes with other people. I tell them to a few people, some of my close friends, when they feel really, really down because of their insecurities, I give them a small routine of looking in the mirror and just on a daily basis, every day, every morning, just look in the mirror and mention 5 things that you love about yourself. It'll make you appreciate all the other positive things, all your other strength, and not focus on that one little tiny thing that is pulling you back. So I think that's
Okay.
one way to inspire people with similar case as me.
And now you proudly wear it, scars and all.
Yes.
You show it
Yes.
to the world. And I'm all right. Okay, now let's go to your judge.
Oof.
And yours is Mr. Ben Chan. And Ben Chan's question to you is, how did the lockdown change your attitude towards yourself, your life, and your goals?
Mhm. Um, the lockdown made me realize that us human beings should really work together. That cooperation is really the key in surviving such problems or problems as big as this one. It made me realize that altruism is still something that exists in our world today. And I think that more than anything else, this is something that should improve all of us and not hold us down.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Very well.
Tim. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Billy. I'll see you later. Okay, after Billy, we have somebody, our Miss Universe Philippines from Aklan. And she is proudly a military baby with her father that served in the U.S. Marine Corps for 22 years. So she's been bouncing back from San Diego, California to Okinawa, Japan, where she grew up. Okay, let's bring in Cristel Abello.
Hello! Hi everyone! Good evening to you all. May dahil
Hello.
nga gabi ikanyo tanan.
Ayun, ano yung Bisaya yun, di ba? Bisaya?
Opo, Aklanon po siya, opo.
Aklanon, tama, tama, tama. Oh, kakabukas lang ng Boracay today, di ba?
Yes,
Oh,
yes, yes.
oh. So my friend is in Boracay right now. And yeah, hello to our favorite island also in the Philippines. So there, Cristel, what have you learned, being based all over the world, being so well traveled? What is that thing that you've learned that best helps you in your life?
Yes, so having a childhood that required us to move back and forth made it was a struggle in the very beginning, but then as you grow older, you learn to realize that you love experiencing, indulging in different cultures, and it really kind of molds you as a person when you're more open to different types of cultures and different types of people. When you come across different types of people, and it's a great experience to live through, and I think it has made me appreciate just humanity as a whole.
Yeah. And then, since you've been based here and there, if you could settle down in one country, where would you choose since you've been exposed everywhere?
Oh, that's a good question. If I could be based in one country, I do have my love for the Philippines. Although I did grow up in the States, I can. It's hard to pick between the States and the Philippines because I do have a love for both. But as of right now, since I am going through the Miss Universe Philippines journey, I would love to be based and stay here for now in the Philippines.
Okay. And if you win the pageant, what are your plans?
If I win my pageant, of course, it will be a great blessing. It will be a responsibility to carry. And I think that I would gladly serve the role of being an inspiration to others and influencing those around me by making a positive impact, especially towards helping our kababayans who really need the help at this time.
Okay, Bella Ismail said, "I am your number one fan." That's it.
Oh,
So
I
cute.
love Bella. Hi, Bella.
Okay, now let's go to your judge. Your judge is Secretary Berna Romulo Puyat. Okay, our DOT secretary. And her question is, how can you as an ambassadress for the Philippines help promote the beauty of our country's sites and culture in these times?
Okay, so we are definitely living in trying times at the moment, and it really is hard to see the positivity during this time. However, I think with the power of social media, we can continue to promote the beauty of what of what our country has to offer, such as islands as my very own, as Boracay, which is known as paradise to many. And I think that it's important to remind people that dark times will not last forever. And as soon as this will all be over, we can as long as we are safe, we can continue to appreciate the beauty of our country and also and also cherish the times that we have with each other.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Kirstel. How funny, I have a friend, her name is Cristal Bello, and you're Cristel, right?
Yes, Abello, yes.
Yeah, it's Abello, it's Abello. It's Abello, Abello.
Abello.
Abello, okay. Cristel
Yes.
Abello. Thank you so much, and I'll see you later.
Thank you so much.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. Okay, next we have our Miss Universe Philippines from Cebu, who's very passionate about raising awareness against bullying. And she's an activist of youth sports, and her father was once a PBA player. We have April Smith. There. Hi, April. Oh, please unmute your mic. Unmute your unmute. I can't hear you. There.
There.
Yeah. Oh, we can't hear you, pa. One more.
No, she's already up. It's maybe the microphone.
Oh.
Disconnect the microphone.
Disconnect the microphone. There, just so. Disconnect the microphone, please. Can you or maybe take out your headphones, or we can do sign language. There. I can hear you? Yeah? You're muted again. We can't hear you yet. Still, we can't hear you. Yeah, so many of your fans are here, and they're saying, we want to hear April Smith. Yeah. Okay, so while we fix your tech, let's go to another girl first. Then can you just fix your microphone, your mic, maybe just, I don't know. I'm also I'm tech bobo actually. I can't hear you pa rin. Hello? No? But you can hear me, right? Yeah, I can't hear you. We can't hear you. Oh, take your time. We will talk to the next one first, and then we'll come back to you. Okay, April? Okay, thanks, April. See you later. Okay, now we go to our 10th girl. We will go back to April later when her mic situation is better. Okay, our next girl is from Davao City, and she grew up playing several sports, and she's proudly a farm girl and there. And from farm girl, she joined Asia's Next Top Model, and now she's on her journey towards Miss Universe Philippines. Let's all welcome from Davao City, Eliza Malinao. Hello, please unmute yourself. Eliza.
Hello? Hello,
There, there.
Tim. Nag-greet pa naman ako ng Bisaya, hindi mo narinig. Maayong gabi.
Sabi mo, pakiulit, maayong gabi. Oo naman.
Maayong
Diba?
gabi, Tim.
O, kamusta ka
Oh my
na, Eliza?
gosh.
Kamusta?
Okay naman, ikaw kamusta? When was the last time I saw you?
You're backstage in a show. Di ba?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
So, I noticed that you're not wearing any makeup right now. Is that
Yes.
wow. And so,
Well, I always feel the most beautiful pag wala akong makeup. Kasi for me, makeup is a form of artistry. And
yes.
I've been working with different makeup artists, pero hindi ko talaga nakukuha kung paano nila ako napapaganda. Kaya sabi ko, I'll just stay as is and show my blank canvas, beautiful blank canvas. So, yeah.
Wow. And proudly Morena.
Proud, yes.
So Eliza, lumaki ka talaga sa farm? Doon
Well,
is in a farm.
I spent half of my life there kasi I am from Davao City. Nag-aaral kami doon ng kapatid ko. Pero every summer, pumupunta kami sa province sa family ng dad ko. Nagko-cobra kami, nagmi-meet kami ng mga pinsan ko. Lahat ng farming activities ginagawa namin. Kasi yung mom and dad ko, they're both farmers.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And you know, Eliza, you went to school and you went to even to your college. It was for free because of your basketball career.
That's
Hanep
true.
ba?
Ang story kasi niyan, Tim, is because my dad wanted me to study criminology. Kaso lang sabi ko, hindi ko gusto yung criminology, so I had to find a way to make my dream or like my dream course happen. Actually, hindi nga siya part ng yung psychology, hindi siya part ng choice ko. Pero I had to take it kasi I really don't like to take criminology. So I had to find a school na malapit sa kung saan ako mag-enroll sana. And then I asked kung may scholarship ba sila for basketball. Kasi in high school, I played basketball as well. And then sabi nila, okay, we are looking for players. And then nag-try out ako. And then they gave me a full scholarship. And nakatipid pa yung parents ko because of it.
Ang galing naman.
Hanap lang ng paraan.
From basketball, gagawin pa niyang police, ano? Di ba? Kasi criminology, medyo ganun yun, di ba? Sa police.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Bombero kasi yung papa ko eh. So parang sa kanya, I have to follow his footsteps. Eh, hindi ko lang pangarap yun. So I had to find a way na I can still do whatever I want to do na hindi na niya ako mapipigilan. So yun.
Paano mo naging pangarap ngayon ang maging Miss Universe Philippines?
Well, I'll go back to the time where I came back from LA. Kasi I worked there as a model for a year and a half. Tapos, pag uwi ko sa province namin, sabi ko, parang hindi naman pwede na yung family ko lang ang komportable sa community namin. And then, looking around sa community namin, sabi ko, I think I can do something more. I found purpose talaga sa community namin. Sabi ko, if I could use modeling to succeed in life, maybe I could use it one more time, but I just have to add communication skills para I can join Miss Universe and I could represent the farmers and bring my advocacy to the platform.
Wow, mabuhay mga farmers! Mabuhay ka!
Yes. Thank you, Tim. Mabuhay! Mabuhay mga farmers! Yes. Hindi tayo mabubuhay kundi dahil sa kanila.
I feel the earth coming, your heart is coming from the earth. Ito na.
Yes,
here is your judge.
from the ground.
From the ground. Your judge is Rufa Gutierrez. And her question for you is, what is the embodiment of being a lady?
For me, being a lady is kung whoever she wants to be. Being a lady could be, a little boyish. Being a lady could be sporty or a farmer. Being a lady is someone who shows compassion and lets other people express themselves however they want to be. And for me, that's the embodiment of being a lady.
Yeah. So be
Thank
yourself.
you.
You are a
Yeah,
lady.
being yourself, being your authentic self.
Exactly. Okay, Eliza. You are one of the front runners. People are rooting. A lot of people are rooting for you, especially
Thank
in the fashion
you.
industry. Ano yun, how do you deal with the pressure of that?
Well, aaminin ko minsan kinakabahan talaga ako, team, kasi I don't want to fail people. Pero I think right now natutunan ko na siyang embrace. I use something negative such as pressure to motivate me to do better. I use it as a motivation. Kaya yung energy ko talaga going to the pageant, parang hindi na mapipigilan kasi I'm so excited to get into it na. And also, this is my way of giving back to them. Lalo na ngayon, medyo down yung fashion industry, and uh, working with them will allow them to continue their work by sharing their creativity, their clothes, their art, and so on and so forth.
Okay, thank you so much, Eliza. Super, thank
Thank
you.
you, team. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll see you later. Okay, now hopefully I hope her audio is better now. Let's go back to our sportswoman, April Smith.
Hello, can you hear me now? Oh my
Yay.
gosh, yay. Hello
April.
everyone.
There. So sorry for the technical difficulty earlier.
I'm so sorry.
But, we're happy to be able to see and hear you now. April, you have this advocacy against bullying. Bakit nabully ka ba?
Yes, oo. I was bullied when I was still in elementary. I was being bullied with my skin color, with my hair because I'm kinky, even with my height. But actually, until now, I'm being bullied for having a dark skin color. But I'm so thankful to have my friends and my family who's been there for me through ups and downs and to support and who really believes in me.
Oh, maganda naman ang kulay. Ang ganda-ganda nga ng kulay mo. So many people
Thank
work
you.
hard to achieve that color. So now for the bullies out there, what is your message to the bullies, and what is your message to the people who are bullied?
Yeah, my message to the people who are bullying me or who bullied me and who are being bullied is to stay strong and believe in themselves, because self capability is within us. And for those who are bullying, please let's be careful, because we are not only destroying lives, but we're destroying passion, mental health, and belief and values. That's all.
Yan. Or pwedeng sabihin mo rin, sabi ni Corinne na, leche ka, mga ganun, di ba? Yung mga bully, sabi mo, humalis kayo dito, hindi namin kayo kailangan, di ba? Ganun yan. Well, thank you so much for that, April. And I hope little girls are watching and that they will not be bullied. And for the future bullies or the bullies out there, para they know that they should stop. They should stop what they're doing because it's not good. Diba? Okay, let's go to your judge, Rahul Laurel. And Rahul Laurel's question to you is, what don't I need to know about you and why?
What you need to know about me is I am a person who is really being passionate about what I do and what really matters. So I'm a kind of a person that just like your sister, your friend, your neighbor, or just a normal girl. But I have a dream, a bigger dream that molds me to become a better person, to become a voice of people who are being bullied, who are being to those who are also experiencing having a hard time experiencing mental health and the physical attribute, because or the physical fitness as well, because that's why I want to promote the youth sports and anti-bullying, to be to let them not experience what I've experienced before. And one thing that you need to know about me is I'm just a normal person who is very who is there for you through ups and downs, and who you can talk to. And that's all.
Ayan. So ito na, basta pag may problema kayo, tawagan nyo si April. April will be there for you. Right, sister? Okay, thank you so much, April. Now let's call back your other sisters, Eliza, Christelle, Billy, and Michelle. There. Hello again, ladies. And wow, looking at this roster of you girls, so diverse, everybody has something amazing to say, to contribute to the world. I wish you guys the best, but only one can be Miss Universe Philippines. And the countdown starts now because it's October 1, 24 days. One of you guys will get the crown. So let's go one by one. Tell me, April, Christelle, Michelle, Billy, and Eliza, why should you be Miss Universe Philippines? Let's start with you, April.
To me, I think to be the next Miss Universe Philippines should be an empowered woman, someone who is confident and true to herself, empowered, brave, and someone who stands up and amplifies the voices of women. Actually, but to everyone. Someone who inspires and influence and seek to always move forward. So a phenomenal woman is an empowered woman, and that should be the next Miss Universe.
Thank you. Okay, now, Christelle, it's your turn.
So to be given a platform that not many have is our opportunity to lead, empower, and to be of service to our communities. I believe that my sisters and I have beautifully transformed into phenomenal women. And I want to become your next Miss Universe Philippines, because with the crown or not, I will strive to be of service to my communities and to be a helping hand and to instill love and hope to our kababayans.
Thank you, Christelle. And now, Billy, it's your turn.
I should be the next Miss Universe Philippines because I am imperfect. I am flawed. I have my weaknesses. And my ability to acknowledge all of these things makes me realize my ability to grow, not only as the best version of myself, but as the best version of Miss Universe Philippines that I can be.
Okay. Thank you, Billy. And now let's go to Michelle. Oh, audio, please. Unmute. Unmute, please. There.
Sorry, I'm sure everybody has their own idea of who should be the next Miss Universe Philippines and what she should be like. But for me, the next Miss Universe Philippines should be confident and empowered, because at a time where everything is just so chaotic and people feel like they have no control over their lives, that is what we have to instill back into people, that we have power, that we have the power to change our situation, that we have the power to move beyond our current situation and our current problems, and to just rise above anything that we're facing right now. I know that I'm ready to use my voice, my experiences, who I am as a woman, to be able to contribute to the organization and to work with them to empower a lot more people and a lot more Filipinos.
Okay, thank you, Michelle. Okay, ladies, thank you so much for your time, and I hope that the people who follow you and the people who are watching right now have they're placing their bets now on who's going to be Miss Universe Philippines. But you girls are you're so inspiring, and I hope the girls watching now can see a little bit of Billy, a little bit of Eliza, Michelle, April in them, and Christelle. I hope you guys continue to inspire generations and generations of Filipinas. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much, girls. And I
Thank
wish you
you.
the best. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Thank you.
Where is Eliza? I think Eliza is having uh, technic- technical problems because there's currently a storm. But anyway, uh, we heard her earlier, and you've seen 10 out of the contestants, 10 out of, I think, 49, I'm not sure, contestants of the Miss Universe Philippines. And really, let me know who you're rooting for so I can see it in the comment section. And thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit like and subscribe. And here, please hit the notifications button so you know when I am going live next. We have a lot more inspiring and exciting material coming up soon in our Tim Yap Live. Next season 3 is coming up. And let's continue supporting our girls from all over the Philippines. What an inspiring crop of girls, each one different, each one with a different platform, with a different way of delivering their platform. Super inspiring. Let's all support them. And I will see you guys again when I go live next. Thank you so much and have a great evening. Bye.